Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to install a dual 12-volt power port on the bow of your boat using existing wiring. Now this power port is marine rated and waterproof, and I'm also going to show you how to install your fish finder on the bow using a cigarette type plug in one of those power ports. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. These are the main parts I'm going to be using to power the fish finder. What I have here is a Lowrance power plug, but what I did was used a cigarette type plug here that you can buy any place that sells marine parts or even on Amazon, and soldered it in to the connector that goes to the power section of my Lowrance fish finder. Now, if you don't know how to do this, you can actually buy something like this already made on Amazon or other places. And usually when you put a cigarette type plug in your boat, it's kind of a hard thing to do because you have to cut a hole through the aluminum plate and then the wood. And that's kind of tough to do, and it leaves a big hole. So what I found is this dual marine cigarette lighter, and it's the standard type. You can see how wide it is in there with the two plugs, and the only holes you're going to have to drill are the one for the wiring, probably around here in the center, that's going to come up through the under part of the bow, and then the two side screws here that make it attach to the top of the bow section. And this is waterproof and marine rated. So I thought this was kind of a neat find, and it comes with the little bent connectors if you want to use those. I haven't decided if I'm going to use those yet. So that'll make it a lot easier to install the power plugs on the bow. These are the connectors that I'm going to use in the project. The one on the left is a dual connector that allows you to daisy chain both the positive and negative of each receptacle to each other, like I showed you earlier. And how that's done is on one of the receptacles, this will slide over each of the positive and negative terminal, and then you daisy chain using this one or the other tab, which allows them to share power. And then the third remaining connector is where the power input, both positive and negative, will come in and power the receptacles. And the connector on the right is supplied in the kit, and it will be used to connect the boat power, both the positive and negative, to the receptacle. This is what the underside of the dual power ports looks like after it's been wired. You can see I have my daisy chain connecting both positives of each receptacle, and the daisy chain connecting both negatives of each receptacle. And then I also have the main input plus and minus power wires coming from your battery or power source. Bow of the boat, near your running light and underneath the cup holder there, is an auxiliary hookup that you can use for your power source that works to the accessory button on my model of boat. And if you pull this out, you'll see some wiring in there, and you'll find a male and female spade, and I've already connected up to it. So that's where my power is going to be coming from. This is the finished install, and all the wiring has been put together with marine shrink fit tubing and placed back under the cup holder, and I also included a 3-amp waterproof fuse in there as well. So as you can see, I've powered up my fish finder on the bow, and everything works great. So that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them for me in the comments. Thank you.